On this episode of Street Rat Garage, getting back to our forgotten project, the 1972 Oldsmobile 98. So this is the 1972 Oldsmobile 98. I traded a truck that I had previously, like a 1970 Chevy, for this Oldsmobile, and it had some issues when I bought it, but I basically got it because it has a really good body on it. So that, for me, is the hard part. I don't like doing body work. I'm way better at doing mechanical work. So let's see if this thing will fire up. We're gonna get it on the trailer. We're gonna take it back to the house and work on it there, so we have a little bit more time. Okay, so this car did run when I first got it, but it did not run well at all. Now it's been sitting for a couple of years, and I'm not sure if it's gonna start again. It has a 455 Oldsmobile engine, which is a good engine, but as you can see here, it's showing signs that it got hot and spewed up all over the place. So that is never a good sign. It just depends on how long it was driven being hot like that and why it got hot in the first place. But we'll go ahead and grab a battery and we will see if this thing still fires up. All right, battery in, and let's see if she'll fire up now. Now we are ready. Get some pumps, a lot. It doesn't sound like it turns over like it should. She's all loaded up and we are headed back to the house, so we will see you when we get there. Okay, so we made it back to the house with the car, got it unloaded in the driveway. Now I'm just airing up the tires and we will do a real quick walk around and see what we have going on. Well, let's just have a real quick look at the outside of the body. It's been sitting around for a while and it's quite filthy for starters, but besides a couple little dents here and there, the body is pretty solid shape. As you can see, it has some sun fading in here. This is all pretty good. It's got some more. This is actually patina. This is the definition of patina right here. It's faded. There's a little bit of surface rust on it, but there's no rust holes in it. If we walk back here, you can see more. This is all patina, patina, patina. This right here is rust. It's not patina. So it is actually pretty well patinaed. I believe it used to have a vinyl top on it that somebody's taken off and just sort of spray painted where the vinyl, underneath of where the vinyl top is. You can see it had the vinyl top trim missing this piece right here and this here, which would indicate to me that I had a vinyl top, plus it's got some cracking in through this area, probably where somebody filled some holes or what have you. But yeah, she's the big girl, the Olds 98, probably one of the biggest cars they made in this year. Come over here to the passenger side. We got pretty much more of the same. A little fading, a little, see, this has clear coat on it. That's what I don't like. I don't like the clear coat because we can't use the shine juice, the Vice Grip Garage shine juice on the clear coat. It just sort of beads on top. But looks like we'll have to buff on this one instead of using the old shine juice. It does have a little bit of a rust hole right here. Not too bad. Got some scuffs and scrapes. Looks like a door ding. Pretty solid all through here. On the fender skirts, we have a little rust here. I just aired up this tire and I can hear an air leak somewhere. I'm not sure where that's coming from. We're gonna have to find that. Patch that if we can. Quarter panels, good shape. I'm missing the 9. On this side it's just a Olds 8, but that's fine. Everything else is pretty good shape. Trunk lid's in good shape. Now, I would like to open up the trunk lid, but if you can see in there, I don't know if you can see in there, but it's messed up. The cylinder is messed up. I tried to stick the key in there and it's boogered up, so I think we're gonna have to drill. So we have no idea what's in the old trunk here, so that's gonna be a surprise, and we'll get to that in just a bit. Let's have a look on the inside. Okay, inside of the car. Well, the first thing we come to is this switch panel. This is an old style. If you can see there, it has little contacts on it, like your points on your distributor, which make a little spark when you poke on it, which doesn't seem very safe. But you can see here, some of the wires have melted, but we're gonna have to get in there and see what happened. Maybe a couple of these made contact with each other and shorted something out, but we're gonna have to figure that out because only the back windows roll down right now. We don't have any front windows. Now, the other thing I don't like about this car is some brilliant person decided to put some seats out of a Cavalier, maybe, kind of looks like. I don't know. I can't really tell with these seats covers on it, but you can see all this junk right here. You know what kind of seats this car, these seats, what car these seats came out of, you know. Put it down in the description because I don't know. I don't care, but anyway, wish they would have left the bench in, and then they added some sort of drink holder, center console, Walmart looking thing. So that's lovely. And of course they cut out the 2 knob for doubled in. So stop doing this. You know, if you want to put in your big goofy stereo, just throw it in the glove box. You don't need to cut up a perfectly good dashboard in order to do that. So I left the ignition key on too, then I'm running the battery down a little bit. Anyway, heater controls, it shows 73,000. If we look at the pedals, maybe they're not worn, they're about 73,000 miles. I don't think that's 173,000, not on a car this old. So I'm confident to say that's probably 73,000. That doesn't work. Clock doesn't work. The back seat is nice. I wish they would have left the front seat in that matched that. I don't think I'm going to be able to find another front seat like that one. Dashboard got some cracks in it, but it's in pretty good shape. So we're missing the control panel on the other side. Hopefully that's in the trunk or somewhere underneath one of these goofy seats, or somewhere there's some trim pieces in there. So, I don't know. Can't wait to open up the trunk and find out what is going on inside of that. Let's have a look underneath the hood next. And of course, we got our 455 big block Oldsmobile engine. And as I said before, definitely got hot. Yep. And it's still a little low on coolant. And yeah, I am not happy about that. I almost guarantee you that this is going to be a bonehead gasket situation. And that looks okay in there. I have a brought carburetor because you couldn't find the quadrants yet. It looks like that distributor's been replaced. I mean, that vacuum advance looks nice and shiny. We got, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 new spark plugs and 2 old spark plugs. So there's that. I think we're gonna have to pull out some of these plugs and start looking at them, try to determine what happened here. Let's grab this oil dipstick out of here, this chrome oil dipstick that doesn't, you know, belong to the car, and there's barely any oil on the end of the dipstick. Of course, it wasn't pushed in all the way, but this dipstick doesn't go with this car. Wonder if we can find another one. What else do we have? The plastic fuel filter, which is holding up pretty good. I'm not a fan of those. I like the metal ones, but they do a pretty good job. Just don't put the glass ones in there. Yeah, we definitely got some oil leaking out of that valve cover, so that's why we needed the valve cover gaskets that no one ever put on in the back. So, but first, I want to get into that trunk. We need to have a look and see what's in there. Could be a pot of gold or a couple dead bodies. But let's find out real quick. Okay, let's see what is in the trunk. The secret to getting in the trunk is getting the proper drill bit. You want one that's not too big that it takes forever to drill through, but not too small that it breaks off when it's in the lock solenoid. So let's see if we can get this guy going. And apparently it's just that easy. It just turns in there, so I didn't try just sticking a screwdriver in there and turning. Okay, well, I feel dumb. Anyway, what is in here? Let's find out. Well, it looks like we have a mouse nest that is conveniently already in a bag. It's nice of them to build that in there. Some cleaning materials, old bottles, a couple speakers, an original jack, which is cool if they left the other pieces, which I don't see that. And oh, this is the linkage from the old carburetor. Okay, well, nothing great in here, but the trunk floor is really solid. There's some more antifreeze, so yeah, solid. Everything in here is in good shape. And there's the original color. Even has the jacking instructions. See, this is what we're missing. This little piece here. We don't have the tire iron or the base, apparently. But yeah, the most dangerous way to jack up your car ever. Well, that's going to do it for the walk around of the car. Now let's get to the power washing. Probably my favorite part. I like the music. But if you don't like the music, put it down below and maybe we can change that up a little bit. Now let's get to the power washing.
Slow up, no I don't do, so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move, so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness. A reflection of the emptiness, hilarious. You think you're with my time, you're delirious, mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this.
Now overall, the power washing was just fine. It didn't really get deep into the grooves, but this is mostly clear coated. The problem is that a lot of the clear coat is coming off, and you can see where the power washer just stripped right into the paint here on these flat surfaces. This car was obviously left outside for quite a while, and the paint is just burnt here, burnt through the clear coat on the sides here, and yeah, this is burnt paint and this is clear coat. The problem is we can't really sand or use abrasive on the clear coat, or it's just going to scratch, but we can do it on the top. Since most of this clear is already burned off, obviously we will come in here and use the number green Scotch-Brite, and just we're just going to go over it and sort of blend in some of these marks that the power washer made. Give it a little bit more patina. Just going to get in there real good. It starts to open up those long streaks and blend them in a little bit more. So I'm just going to roll over this real quick, and we'll come back and see the results of that. Okay, so I've been scrubbing away using number green over here, and it's just not cutting it. I was just using dish detergent, Dawn, and not making it. So I went down and bought some Comet, and I saw Ajax sitting right next to it. Ajax is about 25 cents more than Comet, but I don't know if there's even a difference. I mean, the cans are identical. It has bleach. Both of them have bleach. 21 ounces. Seems to be the same. So let's put a little Ajax on one half. Let's put a little Comet on the other and see if it makes any difference. I seriously doubt it. I'm pretty sure one just is blue and one just is green, and one costs 25 cents more than the other. That's probably why everybody Comet washes instead of Ajax washes. Let's give it a try though. Okay, I'm just going to do this one little section right here. We're going to Ajax this half. We're going to Comet this half. And we're going to scrub it. And I just want to take the surface rust off and see what paint that we have underneath of it. Let me hit that with a little bit more water. It's drying a little bit. And just circular motions like we always do. And I flipped it over so we don't have any Comet on our Ajax. No Ajax on our Comet. So that should be enough to show some results. Let's go ahead and rinse it again. Okay, let's dry her off real quick and have a look here. So this is our Comet. It's drying up real quick. This is our Comet, this is our Ajax, and this is where it ends. So yeah, I don't see any difference whatsoever. This one little spot right here is where we sort of divided it there. But yeah, it doesn't matter. Comet, Ajax, pick whichever one is handy and just use it. They're both the same on this application. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up with the Ajax just because I like the blue better than the green. That is the only reason. So let me hit this real quick and we'll come back and have a look at the completed results. Hit it with a Comet wash. That wasn't doing much. So hit it again with a power washer, then hit it again with a power washer, then hit it again with a Comet wash. This paint, even with all that spray and stuff, it is still rough. This whole surface is super rough. And this paint it's awful, and it's flaking, but it's staying. So it's both adhesive and, you know, not adhesive. If that's a thing, but not good. So I'm pretty much gonna have to spend like an hour probably just power washing the whole thing. It will not come back around and it will not blend in. I was trying to go for something like this right here. This had a couple streaks in it and I was able to feather that out and blend it, no problems. But man, that trunk is awful. But this is what it looks like after the Comet wash / power wash. So not bad. Got a shuttle on this side because I've been spending so much time. The shuttle's moved from there to there, but I think we need to do the inside real quick and then we can work on trying to get it running. We're doing this backwards. We're getting the car cleaned up and then we're making it run. But sometimes that is what you need for motivation to get your project done. Do the simple stuff. If you're having a problem getting started, just clean it up, wash it off, make it shine. Once it's sitting in your driveway nice and shiny, then you're probably going to want to drive it. So you're going to have to get it running. Nice looking car is a lot better sitting in your driveway than an old dirty one that's half torn apart. Now that the car is pretty clean on the outside and it's dry, let me show you why you don't really want to use Scotch-Brite on clear coats. See, if you can see there's a lot of swirl marks from using that Scotch-Brite and that Comet. So anything that you're going to use, anything that has clear coat on it, this is a finish you're going to get. But we can work that out. I'm going to hit it with the buffer and that'll bring out little scratches. You can see there's some here too where I hit it on the side, so that's why you don't do that. But now we need to get the inside cleaned out, so let me hit that real quick. We're going to vacuum it out, pull all the trash out, and make it look a lot better on the inside. Well, let's fire up the old vac and get this monster cleaned out. Okay, the car is all vacuumed out. Now, the last thing I do is check underneath the back seat to see if there's any hidden treasures. Always check the back seat. Underneath of the back seat, there's a brake light switch. Let's see what we have back here. Well, we have stuff. I'll bring you in here. Okay, we have one house key. We have big red chewing gum wrapper. We have this. I don't know what this is. No, I probably don't want to know what this is. We have the garbage. Oh, there's that piece of gum from the Big Red. Hold on. It's no longer red. It doesn't smell cinnamony. Oh, that's Wrigley's. I don't think Big Red was Wrigley's, right? Anyway, what do we have on the other side? Kleenex. More trash. We have nothing good in here. What is this? Fuse tester. Okay, well, all is not lost. We do have this fuse tester slash puller. So that's about 25 cents worth of merchandise we were able to get out of here. Yep, nothing else. Oh well, but you never know. Sometimes you find gold, sometimes you don't. Next, we're gonna hit the dashboard with some black magic here. It's been neglected for quite some time and is really dry. So I'm gonna soak that down real good, spread it around, and let it penetrate the material. Dashboard all done. I went through and coated it about 3 different times, let it dry in between, and now it's penetrated nicely into the material. So that's going to last a little bit longer. It's not the greatest dashboard, but we're going to save on it as much as possible. So let's get on outside and finish cleaning up the outside of this car. Now we're going to go back and get rid of some of these swirl marks that we put into the clear coat of the paint using that number green pad there. So just gonna run rubbing compound. This requires mirror glaze speed, pro speed compound, all the way up on the heavy cut 12, and remove these scratches. And put a time warp and some more music. Alright, it is all done. Sides buffed out. I actually already did the other side. Just have to hit up on the top a little bit and we will be complete. I'll bring you in here and you can have a look at this. So now it has quite the shine. I also hit this fender with the old Scotch-Brite, the old green pad, and took the scratches right on out of it. You can see here where the clear coat ends and the regular paint underneath of it begins. So you might have to come in here, maybe throw a little shine juice on maybe the top here section, and that might blend it in a little bit better, or we can just leave it alone. But yeah, the whole car, it turned out pretty good, except for this trunk lid. We'll probably put shine juice on that, but this is the other side. So everything is nice and shiny so far. So that will definitely give you more motivation to get out there and make it run now. Okay, so just got done detailing the car, did the tires, all the little stuff, and now we want to take it out on the road trip because now we're motivated and we will work on it now. We know it has a bad miss. We need to find that, check the plugs, maybe check some compression. So let's get this fired up and have a look and see what we have going on today. Fix the door. Okay, well, I think we need some jump starting power. All right, jump start engaged. Got a little smokage. We got a bad ground, maybe. Try that again. Okay. Don't know what happened. It was working just fine before. Before I power washed it and got everything wet. Okay, so I checked everything out and it appears our starter went bad somewhere. Don't know when, don't know why, but we're gonna have to jack this up and yank the starter out and go find us a new one. Okay, we got it pulled out. It was remanufactured in Mexico, so not overseas, but out of the country. Anyway, this is our culprit right here. Can you see inside there? We're missing half of the teeth. I've never had that. I mean, I've replaced a lot of starters, but this is the first time I've ripped teeth out of it. So, I don't know, faulty material. It looks like the Bindex is newer. There's no real wear on it. So, when they remanufactured this, I'm guessing they probably did it with overseas parts in Mexico. That's going to be my best guess, because this was turning over just fine. There's no reason for this to have lost the teeth like that. It's not that high a compression engine. Anyway, I'm gonna go down, grab a new starter and slap it in there, and then we should be able to get this fired up and do some diagnostics. Okay, just come back from the auto parts store and got our new remanufactured starter from China. All right, so it was only $69, $59, 69, something like that. Anyway, let's get this put in there, give her a spin over, get her started again, and then see what else we need, and we'll go back to the auto parts store again. All right, the starter is back in the car, so before I take it off the jack stands, we better make sure it actually works. So why do the wipers? The wipers are wiping, and it's on off. It's off. All right, anyway. Well, our battery's about dead, but it's working. Let me go get the jump pack. I'll take it off the jack stands and we'll give it a try. Okay, got the jumper cables hooked up to it, letting it charge on the truck for a little while. The battery juice back into it. Let's go ahead and give it a whirl and see if she'll start up now. Still has that awful miss, but we got it back running again. We can move it around if we need to, but I'm gonna start pulling plugs out and seeing why we have this miss. So I pulled half the spark plugs out to have a look at them. They're okay, a little fuel fouled. This one is firing okay, but I looked at the firing order. It's 18436.572 counterclockwise. This is 1. I put the plug wires back. So 1, this one's correct. So it should be 1, 8. That goes over to 8. So 1, 8. This should be 4. And it's on 5. So 1, 8, 4, 3. Well, 3 is on number 7. 1, 8, 4, 3, 6. 6 is here, going to number 2. This is 5, going back over there to 3. 7 is on number 6, and 2 is on 4. He was on, yeah, 4. So I am not sure how this was running. No idea. It was running. But how? How was this running? Anyway, I think we fouled out the spark plugs running it like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and replace all the plugs. Then we'll fix the firing order and see what it's like. But I don't know what happened. Something happened. I didn't do it. Okay. This should do it. 1, 8, 4, 3, 6, 5, 7, 2. Everything looks good. Now, hopefully, we don't have to move around the distributor too much. But I don't know. Let's give it a whirl and see what happens. Well, not much there. Everything's plugged back in, right? I have to start moving this distributor around and see where it leads us. This timing's probably going to be way off now. Yep. Definitely way off. So let's turn it way back the other way. Spark plug wires are probably not going to reach properly. Could be 180. Yep. Now we are getting nothing. Not a pop, not a bang. Absolute zero. Try it a couple more times. Well, that is lovely. So I guess we're going to take the distributor out, spin it 180 and drop it back in. Okay, all I have to do is crawl into this engine compartment of this giant car way in the back here. Where is it? Way down here with my 9/16, because that's what I'm hoping it is, and it is. Pull this out of here. turn it around, and drop it back in. Easy peasy, right? Let's hope so. All right, let's pull this guy out. Spin her around, drop her right back in. Hope she lines up on the other end. That drop in there. Did I get lucky enough? Exactly where I want it. Okay, got it reset, but now some of the wires are pulling too hard, so I'm gonna have to swap a couple of wires around. This is not fun. Yeah, it is. But these cheap distributors are not really fun. I am going to go to the swap meet and buy every old HEI distributor I can find and put them on the shelves, just for this instance. Locked in again. 1-843-6572 counterclockwise. Let's give it a spin and see if we win. Finally. Oh my gosh. What a hassle. Why is something so easy so hard? Well, I'll tell you, because I made it hard, because I messed up. But sometimes you mess up. Now, are we getting gas? I don't know. It's kind of hard to hear with a pedal brush. All right, let's see if we're getting gas. Let's hear it run again, hopefully. Now, why is the pedal not working? Now, the pedal's not working. What happened? There's no... Huh. I knocked the cable off, see? It's me again. There's no clamp for the throttle return there. That's not hooked up properly. Go figure. Okay, there we go. Okay, we just need a little more advance. Try that. I'm running out of advance room. Yeah. See if we can squeeze a little bit more out of it. Okay, make sure everything's good. Just a touch more. Actually, that was a big touch. Probably about 5 degrees of touch. Sounds way better than it did before though, doesn't it? It's definitely firing on all 8 and in the right order. So I think I put a little bit too much advance in it. So we'll bump that back just a hair, but now we can start putting some stuff back together. Hit it with the timing light and yeah, see what else we have, see if there's any other problems, but it sounds good. Maybe we can get by with this. So we're back again, and it's another day, and it's gonna get rainy pretty quick, so we might have to work on this during rain showers, or the lack of rain showers. All that we have to do is put everything back together again. Well, not everything, or just our valve covers, put our gasket on, put our alternator and bracket on, probably time it a little bit better and see what's happening. So it sounded pretty good when we fired it up. I was really under the assumption that it had a blown head gasket due to all the telltale signs, but hopefully that's not the case. So let's go ahead, I'm gonna throw this back together, let's get it fired up, get it up to temperature, and see if it starts missing out again, or if it blows smoke all over the place. We got these Fel-Pro valve cover gaskets. You can see right here how much oil is on the bottom of that head, and was just leaking out, getting over this exhaust, probably blowing smoke everywhere. So that's going to be one thing we're going to wrap up and get out of the way. So one less oil leak that we'll have. Well, it looks like we're under a rain delay, so let's wait out the storm, go clean up the garage a little bit, and we'll get right back to it. Okay, rain stopped and we got it all put back together. So let's go ahead and fire it up and see if she's going to overheat or if we're good to go. All right, here we go. Here we go. Okay, let's go for a spin. Wow, I don't have much on the brakes. Not much on the brakes at all. Just a little stuttery, and I have no wiper blades either. I forgot I disconnected the wipers because it wouldn't turn off. Kind of regretting that now. But we'll just stick to the neighborhood, since I don't think our brake booster is working. They are hard as a rock. But we can take it around and test all the other systems. I'm starting to hear a knocking sort of wobble sound, so we better run back to the house. I can't remember if did I take the wheel off for any reason? I don't know, but it sounds like we have a loose wheel. Okay, made it back here. Sounds like it was coming from this side. There it is right there, look. Not even tight. I don't remember taking this wheel off, but it's definitely loose. Good thing we didn't go out on the street. Let's tighten that up real quick. Oh, wrong one. Way loose. I'll go check the others as well. Well, some of the others are loose as well. It's starting to rain again. So I'm going to go ahead and plug the wipers back in. And then we'll go for another test drive. Okay, wipers plugged back in and they're working. There we go. Now we can go off for another test drive. Oh, it died. Okay, let's slide down the street and see how she does now. Still no brakes. Well, it looks like we have our answer on whether it has a blown head gasket or not. Oh well, we got it running and we know what's wrong with it. Are we gonna fix it? We're not gonna fix it. We're gonna reduce the price and we're just gonna sell it and move on to our next project. I have a whole bunch of other cars lined up and unfortunately I just don't have the time to mess with this one. But we have a good start for somebody that wants a big boat to cruise around on. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Street Rag Garage. Until next time.